Hello there and welcome to my guide for painting Wave 9 of Masters of the Universe, Battleground, Fakor and Clampchamp. If you enjoyed this video, please give the channel a subscribe. So the very first thing I've done is I've sprayed all of the terrain that comes with them with some Steelforged Silver. This is from Colourforge. They are the best sprays on the market, and no, I'm not sponsored. They are just that good. And to base coat Fakor, I'm going to be using some Macgragge Blue spray. And for Clampchamp, I'm going to be using some matte white spray. Once again, this is from Colourforge. I'm going to start with Clampchamp as he's got a little bit of blue on him as well. And I'm going to be using some Macgragge Blue to paint that blue section for his armor. I'm then going to use some Drakenhof Nightshade to wash all that blue, and that does include the blue on Fakor. While that wash dries, I'm going to move over to the terrain sections. First of all, I'm going to tidy up any areas that the spray might have missed with some Leadblecher, and then I'm going to wash the entire model with some Agrax Earthshade. There's all these models are going to get washed, or all the metallic areas are going to get washed anyway. And then once the blue wash has dried, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Macgragge Blue and Teclis Blue to start highlighting all of that blue, and once again, that does include Fakor. And then I'm going to use Teclis Blue just by itself to finish off the highlight on Clampchamp, but this is just going to be the second highlight on Fakor. Is going to do a couple more just as we pick out on those muscles. Before I went any further though with Fakor, I painted his eyes, starting with some Abaddon Black and then some matte white, and then back to Abaddon Black for pupils. That's if you want to give him pupils. The art on the box shows him black pupils. So then going back to his skin properly, I'm going to be using a 50-50 mix of Teclis Blue and Baharroth Blue just to start or continue with the highlighting process. And then we're going to use that same mix, but this time at a 70-30 ratio in favor of Baharroth Blue just for one final highlight. And this is again, is just focus on the areas where the light would catch the most. Go back to Clampchamp to sort out all his white areas. I'm going to start with a base coat of Apothecary White contrast paint to paint all those sections that remain white. It's quite a good way of getting some nice shading in there quickly. Then going back to Fakor and painting his pants and his boots with some Naggaroth Night. I'll give that a wash with some Druchii Violet. And of course, while that wash dries, I'm going to go back to the white areas, and I'm basically just going to simply relayer on some matte white, taking a lot of care to avoid any of the recesses so we can keep all of that Apothecary White shading. Then to paint these red sections on him, which is the fur on his boots and his pants, I'm going to be using some Slaughter Red Speed Paint. The reason why I'm using this is because it's a very quick and easy way of getting extra shading in there, and I quite like the colour. Then once the wash on Fakor has dried, I'm going to relayer the Naggaroth Night, taking a lot of care to avoid any of the recesses. It's mostly with a dry brush, though, it's just a lot easier to pick up all those details, so take a lot of care and use an older brush. I'll then continue that highlight using a 50-50 mix of Naggaroth Night and Xereus Purple. And to make it a wee bit brighter, I'm going to use Xereus Purple just by itself for the final highlight. To paint any metal sections or silver sections on Fakor, I'll use some Leadblecher, which I will then wash using a little bit of Nuln Oil. This is basically just his belt and his two gauntlets. With the Slaughter Red dried, I'm going to highlight that using a little bit of Wild Rider Red, and this is predominantly just an edge highlight. I'm then going to brighten up that highlight one step further by using a 50-50 mix of Wild Rider Red and matte white just to really drive in that edge. Then to paint his boots, I'm going to use another speed paint, but this time it's going to be Grim Black. I'm going to do it because that way it's a lot easier as the shading is, or the highlight is already done for us. Moving over to his skin, I'll start with a base coat of Catachan Flesh. And this will be followed by a wash of Reikland Fleshshade. Then to paint the gold sections on Fakor, that's his sword and the top part of his armor, I'm going to be using some Retributor Armour. And I'll wash the sword using a little bit of Reikland Fleshshade. But I want to get a little bit of an orange twinge to the rest of his armor, so for that I'm going to use some Fuegan Orange. Then I'm going to sort out the eyes on Clampchamp the same way I did with Faker earlier. And then I'll start highlighting his skin. First of all, I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Catachan Flesh and Knight's Questor Flesh. Followed by Knight's Questor Flesh just by itself, so you pick out the more predominant areas such as knuckles, noses, eyebrows, that sort of stuff. Going back to Faker to highlight the metal on him, starting with the silver, I use a 50-50 mix of Leadblecher and Stormhost Silver. As for the gold, I'll relayer the Retributor Armour, but for the main top part, I'm just going to edge highlighter, and for the sword, I'm going to use it as a main colour. Over both of these, we'll get one more highlight, this time using a 50-50 mix of Retributor Armour and Stormhost Silver. I'm going to paint his hair with a base coat of Wild Rider Red, which I will wash using some Fuegan Orange. Then to paint Clampchamp's hair, I'll use a little bit of Abaddon Black. Then to put the straps on their gauntlet things, I'm going to be using some Dryad Bark. And I'll wash Clampchamp's hair and those straps with some Nuln Oil. Then to highlight Faker's hair, I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Wild Rider Red and Fire Dragon Bright. With the models out of the way, I'm going to go ahead back to all that junk, and I'm going to thin down some Mournfang Brown, quite dramatically thin it down as well, so the metallics are going to shine through, and I'm just going to dab it here and there to represent rust. If you get too much of it on there and you're not happy with it, just use your finger or a little bit of tissue just to wipe it off, so more of that silver shines through. I'm going to continue to use the Mournfang Brown, however, as I paint the bases on both Faker and Clampchamp. And of course, I'm going to paint all the areas on the bases that are going to be non-metallic with some Mournfang Brown as well. Then to highlight that Mournfang Brown, I'm going to be using a little bit of Skrag Brown. There's some vines on Faker's base, and for that I'm going to use some Loren Forest. And for the tyre, the wires, and the broken glass of the TV monitors on the terrain, I'm going to be using some Abaddon Black. I'll then highlight all that black with a little bit of Corvus Black, and I'm going to highlight Clampchamp's hair as well. Lastly, I'll also tidy up the rims of the bases with that Abaddon Black, and then I'll paint the directional indicators with some matte white. I'll also keep that matte white out just to dot the glass on the TV screen so it looks a little bit like there's some reflection. And finally, I'll wash the bases of Clampchamp and Faker with some watered down Agrax Earthshade. And there we are, that's Wave 9 of Masters of the Universe Battleground completely finished. The terrain is nice and simple to do, as it's all rusted junk. If you want a slightly brighter colour, you can always use some Skrag Brown instead. I've got to say, these guys were lots of fun to paint, and they didn't take too long either, only rocking in around about 6 hours for everything, including the terrain. Some of that, of course, was actually waiting for washes to dry. If you followed this guide and you found it useful, please consider giving the channel a subscribe. I've got a lot more Master of the Universe Battleground stuff as well. There is a playlist on the channel with everything I've painted so far. I don't have the core box because I painted that before I actually started the channel, unfortunately. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And again, thanks for the subscribe, thanks for the likes, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.